At least 34 soldiers of NATO's peacekeeping mission in Kosovo were injured during clashes with protesters in the northern part of the country on Monday, according to the Italian Defense Ministry. Tensions have risen in the past week after ethnically Albanian mayors took office in northern Kosovo, a majority Kosovo Serb area, following April elections that the Kosovo Serbs had boycotted. NATO's Kosovo Force, or KFOR, said the recent developments prompted them to increase their presence in northern Kosovo on Monday morning, which they later said turned violent. The Italian Defense Ministry said 14 of its KFOR peacekeeping soldiers were injured when protesters threw Molotov cocktails with nails, firecrackers, and stones inside. According to the Italian Defense Ministry, Hungarian and Moldovan soldiers were also among the injured peacekeeping troops. Italian and Hungarian KFOR contingent were the subject of unprovoked attacks and sustained trauma wounds with fractures and burns due to the explosion of incendiary devices. It said, adding that KFOR medical units treated the soldiers. The Italian Prime Minister expressed her sympathy for the Italian KFOR soldiers that were injured in the clash, adding in a statement, "What is happening is absolutely unacceptable and irresponsible. We will not tolerate further attacks on KFOR." Meanwhile, Nemanja Starovic, the Serbian State Secretary in the Ministry of Defense, offered a different version of events than what was outlined by NATO countries. He said many protesters were injured in the clashes, and he accused KFOR of using flash grenades when the peaceful protesters had decided to disperse and continue the protest tomorrow morning. Kosovo, which is mainly ethnically Albanian, won independence from Serbia in 2008, but Serbia still considers Kosovo to be an integral part of its territory, as do the Serbs living in northern Kosovo. NATO has troops stationed in Kosovo to maintain peace, with tensions often flaring between Serbia and Kosovo. The NATO-led multinational contingents had been deployed to 4 municipalities in the region to contain violent demonstrations as newly elected mayors in recent days tried to take office. On Friday, the Serbian president put the armed forces on the highest level of combat readiness. That decision followed Kosovo police clashing with protesters who tried to block a newly elected ethnic Albanian mayor from entering their office. On Monday, barbed wire had been put around the municipal administration building, with KFOR troops reported to be wearing anti-riot gear. The Kosovo police special units also erected a fence around another municipal administration building in a different town. Kosovo police say protesters had shown violence on Monday as they gathered around several municipalities. Protesters actually threw tear gas and tried to cross the barriers by force. The Serbian Prime Minister increased presence in northern Kosovo on Monday as belated and said the task of this international mission was to protect the interest and peace of the people of Kosovo. Meanwhile, the United States ambassador to Kosovo, Jeff Hovenier, condemned violent actions by protesters, citing the use of explosives. The European Union ambassador to Kosovo also condemned actions by protesters, citing damage to media vehicles. Russia's foreign minister also spoke about the situation on Monday, saying a large eruption is brewing up in the center of Europe. So now you know why they're protesting and rioting, and